guys are, hey, you want to introduce Bob McKenna. He's the AU Zone Director. And he's coming, he came all the way up here from Connecticut. And we're going to talk about how to train your young birds. All right? Now, how do you start training your young birds?
I loft train mine first. That's the most important thing, is you need to get your birds loft trained first. That way when you call your birds, they come out off the loft in the loft before you start road training. That way they don't hang around outside. Right, Ariana? When your birds are about 3 months old, they'll start flying around your house. And when they leave your house and they're gone for an hour, that's when you start road training your birds.
So, starting them out with loft training, you'll want to not feed them a lot, right?
Yeah, you kind of keep them hungry.
Okay.
So they either whistle or bang a can, or like Tim says, come on babies, they come right through. I do the same thing.
So you essentially have a bucket of feed or a whistle.
Yeah.
So each time you bring the food out to them, you bang
You
the feed
whistle
or
and
talk
feed them,
or...
and they understand that the whistle
Okay.
is feed.
Then they get the feed, and how long does the feed stay in there?
Well, you feed them normal, like until they eat.
Okay, and then you take the feed away?
Well, yeah, once 2/3 of your birds have eaten, you can take the feed away, or after a while, you'll get to know 16 birds have 16 ounces of feed. You'll know exactly how much to feed them, they'll eat it all up, they'll be done.
Right.
You want to keep them just a little hungry.
Okay.
Don't starve, but keep them hungry.
Keep them hungry. And ample water supply all the time?
Fresh water all the
Fresh
time.
water all the time?
Don't let that water sit up every day, change the water.
But if you fly them in the morning, for example, if you do that, if that's suggested, you don't feed them that morning?
No.
Okay.
You let them fly around the yard, put the feed in the loft, and fly to the feed.
Rattle the feed
No,
and...
you don't have to. After a while, when you loft, if you're flying your birds in the morning,
Mhm.
then you feed them in the afternoon. What I'll do is that if I fly them in the morning, I'll put just a little feed in the feeder so they know when they come down, there's feed in there.
Mhm.
They'll go in and eat, and I'll feed them the regular portion later.
Okay.
That's part of the loft training. Get them, when they hit that loft, they know there's feed and water in there, that's where they're gonna hit.
Okay, so what you're...
Everybody does it a little bit.
A little
I
different.
usually leave a little treat in there, like safflower or something. So you leave a little bit in there, so when they come home, there's always something for them to get. Not a lot, just a little bit.
Mhm.
And then, like you said, like later that day, that you feed them all they want, like
Mhm.
later in the afternoon. But try and set a schedule, like when you feed them.
Mhm.
Like say 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock is the time you feed. But we should try and stay on that schedule.
So you only feed once a day?
I usually give them a little bit in the morning after they come home from racing, like
Right.
our training. I
Yeah.
give them a little bit, then like half ration, and then like in the afternoon, like say 4 o'clock,
Right.
I give them all they want until they stop. Like you said, like when they stop eating,
Mhm.
and you stop, and then that's it.
Mhm.
And usually by the morning they'll be digested, so that they can fly again the next morning.
So is there a benefit to morning versus afternoon flying?
The only benefit is that there's certain birds that like to eat our pigeons, right? And what I found out myself is if I let mine out early in the morning, I mean early, 6, 7 o'clock, get them in by 10, I'm a lot better off at my house anyways. And later on in the afternoon, 5 o'clock in the afternoon, you can let them out again, let them out at that time.
Okay.
Hopefully, they've already went and got a meal somewhere, and they're not going to eat one of our pigeons,
Okay. That makes sense.
Sometimes you alternate when you let them out. Like if you let them out in the morning, you know you got a hawk flying around going after your bird, you stop. You start letting them out in the afternoon. Because he'll program your loft.
Right, and just be there. Right.
Just be there
Yeah,
because you
we're
don't
gonna have
know
a meal,
if feed's
right.
gonna come out of that loft.
Okay.
Sometimes you may, if he's persistent, you may have to keep your birds in for 2 or 3 days, and hopefully it goes away. The other thing, I do call my birds in, and I put my stuff in the coffee can and I shake it and I whistle and I talk to the pigeons. All it is, the more you handle your pigeons, the better off you're gonna be, the friendlier they get to you. There are people that they'll come and land on their arm when they come home from a race. Are there any questions for any of these supersonic people out here?
So if you're gonna let them out in the afternoon, do you not feed them that morning?
You don't feed them in the morning,
Don't
right?
feed them in the morning, you let them out in the afternoon, then you feed them in the afternoon.
You always let them fly back to feed. Because on race day, even though the time's different, they're gonna know they're flying home to feed the others.
They don't come in though, you know?
It's the only control you have over your pigeons is food and water.
They don't come back. Let them go in the morning. They don't come back at the same time.
You're feeding them too much.
They just all day long.
You're feeding them too much.
Yeah, mine were doing that too. They're hanging out on the roof, they're screaming, I'm like, get the hell
What
out
do
of
you
here.
get more food, get up again?
Yeah.
So they don't come in at the same time. And there's so many of them, I don't know when they put up.
You usually seem like you're feeding them too much. You don't have any control over them unless you control them to feed.
No. They always say a lot of food in the thing.
We're talking about young birds, you're talking about old birds.
So then we have to separate them into two things.
I'm gonna get you another loft, so then you're gonna put your young birds in the other loft. So you can just let them out by themselves.
I have a question. So if you're not feeding them, you take the feed away and the water both?
No, just the feed.
Just the food?
Yeah, 'cause
You can leave water?
Yeah, if your birds get dehydrated, that stuff, and they won't even come home if they're dehydrated.
No, they'll find the pond.
You think they'd be looking for water then?
Yeah.
Instead
It's like
of.
sometimes they'll get dehydrated and
Yep.
they could be a mile from your house and they're dehydrated and they'd be like, where the heck am I? You know, they get that messed up. Like, keep water, keep them hydrated is very important.
Then they begin to pool, to creep, mud
You
bubbles.
want clean water all the time.
Yeah,
If someone's really hot, I clean my water every day.
I change the water every day.
Yeah.
Your water is bleach them.
Yeah.
Like try and bleach it, like if you give like a medicine in between different medicines, but even vitamins are great, but vitamins will also, when it's warm, will start growing bacteria in there. So after you change it out, wash it out, scrub it out, because all you're doing is that plastic is going to start getting a fill on there, and you're going to be growing stuff inside there and keeping the birds too. Make sure you always scrub them out and bleach them out.
I have Northampton water, they chlorinate it. Our water is really stinky chlorinated.
Yeah,
So
but
they're doing it for me every day.
No, it'll still give, I have it poured in my water, and it still slimes up.
Okay.
And so I don't know how everybody here has the same coop, the same setup?
Pretty much.
Now, my question is, when you first get the 30-day-old baby and you're gonna let them out, do you train them how to go back in the coop first? Like, do you have a cage? So I have a settling cage on mine.
Yeah.
Do they have settling
These
cages?
have a wire aviary.
It's a small angry on it.
It's a
Is that
catch.
like a California style,
California
so you can learn how to get in and out first?
They would go.
All right, yeah. So I tell everybody to do is give them at least 2 weeks learning where they live. You know, get out, look around, go in and out, teach them. You know, like, put the feed in there and say, come on, come on. I have like 2 poles where I chase my birds in, go, come on. And you chase them into the trap to go in for their food, so that when you let them out, they're not sitting around, they're used to going there. So when you do let them out, they fly off, they're coming back and they know how to get in there. You know, if somebody comes and swoops them off, at least they know how to get in without, you know, if you wait like 2 days and you let them out, they might not know where home is and they take off on you.
Yeah, these
Or they get through the trap.
Yeah.
Or how they get through the trap.
The door still is open or someone slide up, and have the valves in there, little doors, so they open the door, go out, and you close the door, they gotta come back.
Anybody else got any questions? The homework for next month is camp. You'll get we have a little girl that, I'll pass this around. She did the one on Paramex virus. Oh.
shy.
Here. Certificate to Dunkin' Donuts. Stop it. Great.
Morning coffee.
Tim, I've got the handout on paper, do you want me to pass it out?
No, I don't want to pass it out.
Oh, they're supposed to be doing it? Oh,
We'll
sure.
pass all that.
Then I'll do it, I'll do it from now. Can't
Doing research.
All right, we'll, okay, thanks.
And we have enough PMV vaccine left over from when we vaccinated the old birds. So when we're done breeding young birds, we'll meet down here some Saturday morning and we'll vaccinate everybody's pigeons, all the babies, so you don't get paramyxvirus. One of the things about paramyxvirus from what I've seen, and I had it once when I was just a beginner, is they drink a lot of water and they urinate a lot. And sometimes, if they got it real bad, your coop is going to be sopping wet.
Yeah, the neck start to twist,
Yeah.
start looking upside down. And it'll start being wobbly, like you have to get like really wet and slimy drops. And they kind of don't, they can't even eat because when that neck flips over, they're trying to eat and they can't see. Like the food's there, they keep on going over there to get it.
They do it because it's neurological disease.
And it spreads really quick. It's like,
Yeah.
I had it once, and I went, it's like, oh, wait, one more week until I get all my birds vaccinated. 30 of them, and they all got to die on me.
Sometimes it doesn't kill them, and sometimes it does. The other thing is, somebody told me you want to be giving them vitamins and electrolytes when they're going through this with a PMV. All right, I'm going to have Bob explain to you, because we're going to have a pigeon show next month, and then we have the one at the fair for both adults and kids. And the best of show is $50 plus trophies. And the best of show, I'll have Bob explain all this to you anyway. And then it's the best boy and best girl. You want to explain what you're looking for?
First, what I'm looking for is a job. It's 365 days out of the year. You're in the coop, you take care of the pigeon. Okay, so when you come to that show that one day, I'm looking at what you did for the whole year. Because when I'm looking at that feather, I want to see a nice clean feather. I want to see a bird with no bugs, no lice. So you need to be in the coop, giving them a bath. You know, treating for, there's medications out there for lice. You either spray or you have bath salts in there. So you have to be out there feeding them every day. You can't neglect them. You can't miss a day. Because I'm going to tell if you did or not when I'm looking at them. Because when I open that wing, you know, the birds molt their feathers out. Well, when there's a baby feather growing in and you skip a day feeding, on that feather is going to leave a little line. So I'm going to know you guys missed a day feeding. So I'm going to look at that, and I may take off points for that. So I want to see healthy feathers, clean feathers, and that means 365 days out of the year, you guys are keeping up with it. Now, I would give them vitamins, oils to make the feathers shine. They will grow better. Especially like babies in the nest now when mom and dad are pumping the babies. That little baby grows so quick. And if he's not getting the right nutrition, and he's not getting fed on time, his feathers are gonna get marks on them. So when you come in the summer, some of those feathers are gonna have little net marks in them and stuff. So that's why you gotta keep on it, okay? Can't skip a day, skip a couple days. Now, as far as like what I look for, that's one thing I look is like make sure they don't have bugs, make sure the feather's good, and then I want to see a nice round head, which you guys have no control over this. It's just your. I like to see a nice round head. I don't want to see like long necks, the legs. I don't want to see really long legs. They have show pigeons like they made that way. You know, they grow the longest legs of all the ones. Yeah, so I want a flag.
Well, my benefits all have flat.
Now, what is the difference between the American show homers and the racing homers?
Well, the show homers are really pretty, well, hold on, show homers. Yeah, there's one that's made just for, that's a square, that, the nose on it has a funny beak on it. Yeah.
Yeah, because when I was at Sturbridge Show, they had the show homers, but they looked,
Those are homers. that
it's
are
kind of
flat.
like looking at, I used to do greyhound rescue, so if you're looking at a show greyhound, it has different conformation than a racing greyhound, believe it or not.
That's-
You know, they're
that's
just
the
aerodynamic, and it's totally, you've got a different
Homers are
conformation.
bred to be pretty.
Yeah, they're
Yeah, because
full
I
body.
bought one that was pretty, and I tried to fly the babies, and they weren't smart.
Okay. Well, that was my next question. You know, when you're looking at judging a racing homer, so you're looking at condition first, basically feather quality.
Well, look at the feather quality.
Okay.
You know, that's when I first go through them, like, when I first judge, I'm just going through and I'm looking at the feather quality.
Mhm.
Because if I see one that has, because there's like bugs, you can get pigeon flies, you get lice, you get mites, and they'll stop in holes, like,
Pinholes.
you'll see little pinholes in the feather. If I got the pinholes in the feather, I'm putting it right in the crate, and you're out. So that's why you gotta be on top of giving them baths and getting stuff in it, so you don't get these bugs in there that put those holes in it.
Great.
That's why I'm saying it's 365 days out of the year working on this. But,
Do you use Mutine borax? See, that's pretty good.
you know, they've been using that from the 50s. Myself, I usually get a can of spray. I do like bath salts in the water, which will soften up the feathers. But I'll get a can of, get it in the pet. Like Siegel sells it, and even if you go to like the pet stores, they'll have it like lice sprays and stuff. You just spray them in the butt.
Adam's off.
And then
Yeah.
usually that will kill
Yeah,
all the
that's
lice. So
like
you
chickens,
take the
right?
wing, you open it up, and spray on the backside. And you do that like once a
for
month.
birds or like dogs or?
It is a bird spread. They've got, yeah, if you go, like for parakeets, like, you know, you want to get their local, like I usually get mine from like Siegel or Bob Carney, or, you know, I got like a can like this that I go on. And
Okay.
then you could also do like loose paint. I don't think you can sell it anymore. Yeah. When I was a kid, we inhaled all the chemicals. We used to spray. Actually,
You used to
there's
put kerosene on the purchase.
yeah, tobacco. If you got tobacco stems
Right.
in the nest, that also fights off some of the actual lice and stuff, some of the bugs.
Okay.
I'd say on there was a thing of lice. I don't know if somebody said it or not, but there's some stuff that you could put in the bath water that would kill a bunch of bugs that was over
Yeah,
there.
it's a combination of something.
Perithenium, I think it is.
Yeah.
But yes,
Here we go.
yes, if you got ivermectin,
I remember.
does everybody ivermectin their birds for worms? You could also put that in the water. It's like a sheep drench.
Right.
You put some of that in the water, so that take it
That's
back.
only for the guys that win the big money in the races, that's expensive.
Well, you know, I gotta get on top.
They use something similar for goats. They use like the cow
I
ivermectin
usually
for
buy,
the
I usually
goats.
buy the sheep, like I go to
Sheep
Tractor
drench.
Supply,
Yeah.
sheep drench, you buy that, and then you put like a little bit in the,
Put a capful in the bath water.
and let them take a
Oh, the
bath.
ivermectin, yeah.
I remember.
Or like if you got it for the birds, I usually do one drop in the bird's mouth.
I don't do that anymore. It's like pouring hot lead down their throat. They don't like that. They put it in their water.
That's
Take
probably
a
the
bath,
safer
they
way.
drink it, and they worm themselves with that.
I don't know, I've been using the 20 Mulesine borax. And, you know, it just works, it
Whatever
works,
sounds
I
right.
like it, it's, you know.
Now,
I throw it in.
when you do the ivermectin, the dren, do you do anything after, like a probiotic for like a few days afterwards, or is it just, that's fine?
It's just a worm medicine.
Yeah, it's just
Okay.
worm.
You put it in their bath water, it gets rid of feather lice and mites and pigeon bugs.
How about giving these geniuses a hand, huh?